boys and girls. I told you we would be back to read you a story. Ruby and I are here and we have 3 books to read you, okay? The first one is called The Littlest Reindeer. Then I'll be reading What is Christmas? And then we'll read a little book about Rudolph. Ready, Ruby? Yeah? Okay. I will do my best to show you the pictures, but I need for you to be patient because I'm going to read it and then I'll show you the pictures. The Littlest Reindeer. Dot was a reindeer. She lived with her family at the North Pole, and there were many reindeer in Santa's village. But Dot was the smallest. See her? That's Dot. Dot had a friend named Oliver, and he was the littlest elf in Santa's village. Dot and Oliver were Santa's special helpers, but Dot wanted to do another job too. More than anything, Dot wanted to help fly Santa's sleigh. Santa would be choosing a new reindeer soon, and Dot was excited. She just needed a few lessons, and then she would be ready. Look at how tiny she is. And look at how big the other reindeer are and how big the sleigh is. Ruby looks like she might be falling asleep. Dot's sister, Stina, showed her how to get a running start. Dot's cousins watched too. Faster, faster, they said. But Dot's short legs just couldn't keep up. I bet Carl can help, Stina said comfortingly. That's her sister. She's trying to run and run and run, but she was slow because she was small. Then Dot's brother Carl showed her how to make the first leap into the air. It's called the takeoff, he said. Okay, now you try, said Carl. Dot tried with all of her might to jump in the air. Carl laughed. Very funny, Dot. Now really jump this time. That was it, Dot whispered. Oh, Carl said. Well, maybe Grandpa has some suggestions. See how everyone is trying to help her? That's Carl, her brother. And then Carl said, let's ask Grandpa. Dot's grandpa was in the stable. I need help jumping, she told him. I know exactly what to do, he said. Dot's grandpa showed her how to jump from the stable loft and fly. Kick, 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 he shouted. But when Dot tried to jump off the platform, she sank right into the big hay pile below. Dot's grandpa pulled her out. Why don't you go talk to your mama? There's Grandpa flying. But Dot fell. And who did he say, go talk to? Your mama. Dot's mama was at the supply store. She was picking up a new harness made especially for Dot. Look, isn't it nice? That's her mama. She just got Dot a harness. But when Dot tried it on, the harness slipped right off. We can fix it, her mama said. But Dot shook her head. I'm too little. I can't run. I can't jump. I can't fly. Dot's mama nuzzled her close. But you will soon. There's always next year. Dot clopped through Santa's village and she was sad. Would she ever be big enough to fly Santa's sleigh? Look at, she's sad. There's her antlers. Just then, Dot's friend Oliver appeared at her side. What's the matter, Oliver said. I'm too little to fly Santa's sleigh, Dot said. But you're not too little to do lots of other things. Come on. What a good friend he is. He's cheering her up. Dot and Oliver made a snowman together. They played tag with their friend Charlie. They made Christmas cards for their family. And they even helped a baby fox find his mama. At the end of the busy afternoon, they collapsed in a snowbank to rest. See, Oliver said, look at all the things you can do. They smiled, and they made snow angels too. Before Dot knew it, Christmas Eve had arrived. The entire North Pole came out to send Santa and the reindeers off on their important journey. Dot's grandpa gave her a big nuzzle. "This will be you next year," he said, and Dot nodded. "See Santa? He's getting the reindeer ready to go." Everybody cheered and waved as the reindeer got their running start. But then Dot noticed a tiny present in the snow. It had fallen out of Santa's bag. Oliver looked at Dot. "Go, go," he said. She picked up the gift and ran as fast as she could. Just as the reindeer lifted Santa's sleigh into the air, Dot jumped. Oh my goodness. It was her highest jump ever as she kicked her legs, and as she was trying so hard, she was flying. All of a sudden, she leaped right into the sleigh. Santa smiled. "Well done, Dot." When Dot returned to the North Pole early the next morning with Santa and the other reindeer, the whole village was waiting. Look, they were all excited to see her. Everyone surrounded Dot with hugs and cheer. "I knew you could do it." Dot finally found a way to help Santa and his sleigh. Sometimes little is the perfect size after all, but even better, having a friend by your side makes anything possible. Oh, Dot could still do lots and lots of things even though she was little. This book is called What is Christmas? Just what is Christmas anyway? Why do we celebrate? Why is December 25th a very special day? It is about the Christmas tree with all the twinkling lights. Is it about the Christmas cards, the ones that Mommy writes? Is it about the mistletoe where Mommy and Daddy kiss? Is it about the Christmas play, the one we never miss? Is Christmas about Christmas gifts? I love them very much. Is Christmas about Santa Claus? His beard is fun to touch. Is Christmas about candy canes? I think they taste quite nice. Is Christmas about Santa's list? They say he checks it twice. Or maybe it's about the food. Mom's Christmas cookies rule. Or maybe it's about the snow. White Christmases are cool. Is it about the Christmas songs, the ones we sing each year? Is it about the Christmas elves or Santa's 8 reindeer? Remember we were talking about reindeer? No, that's not what Christmas is about. All of these things are really nice and super duper fun, but Christmas is much more than that. It's all about God's Son. God sent his Son, Jesus Christ, from heaven up above. He came to earth to save the world, God's greatest gift of love. So Christmas is the Lord's birthday, the day he came to earth. Forever he will celebrate his very special birth. Okay, now I get it. Santa Claus and Christmas trees and presents are okay. But Jesus is the real reason we have a Christmas day. It's the manger and the star and Joseph and Mary. We're going to talk about that too coming up. Our last book, oh my, this little girl fell asleep. Our last book is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's almost Christmas and Rudolph is ready to help. He helps the elves make toys. That's their job. Rudolph loves to help Mrs. Claus bake all kinds of holiday cookies. That's Mrs. Claus. She's in the kitchen. Look at all of her yummy. Oh, she's making gingerbread men. We're going to talk about gingerbread men. And look at the window. There's snow out there. Rudolph holds the ribbon for the elves so that they can wrap presents faster. He's quite a helper, isn't he? He helps Clarice and the elves put ornaments and lights on all of the outside trees. People decorate inside and outside their houses. But most of all, he lights the way for Santa's sleigh. See his nose? His red nose. He's helping Santa see. Merry Christmas. Okay, boys and girls, I will be back Thursday with another lesson and more books to read for you. Bye-bye.